What is up, y'all? I am here in the garden, and I just actually wanted to reflect on a little bit of my winter conclusions, what I'm going to do a little bit differently next time. So first off, I was a little late to plant a lot of my winter stuff, and I wish I would have started carrots and beets a lot earlier, because you had to do a lot of succession planting for that, meaning planting them over and over again. So I could have gotten a little bit of a head start on that. On the other hand, I also feel like I could have planted my large varieties of broccoli and cabbages earlier in the season when it's colder and there's less bugs. Later in the spring, winter time, there's just a ton of aphids out here because we don't get a good freeze, so we have bugs all year long, and the predator bugs that feast on these pests actually don't come out until it gets a little bit warmer out, like your ladybugs and all sorts of other good things. It seems like aren't as in high of numbers in early spring as they are late spring. So essentially planting my big broccolis early in the year, and then I'll plant broccolini varieties and other kind of sprouting broccolis in the springtime, so that if the aphids get on one or a couple, it's fine. And then be transitioning more into my onions and garlic and stuff, and my sugar snap peas and other kinds of spring stuff like that, like potatoes. So not as much emphasis on late season brassicas next time, at least not the big varieties, and more of an emphasis on those in the early part of the year. And I think that is going to be to my benefit. So I just wanted to touch back. Not everything is a success, and I had a whole bed of broccolis get eaten by an unknown critter this year, like just sniped the heads off 20 different broccoli plants all in the same bed over the course of a week. So that was fun. Had a lot of disappointments, but I've done a lot to create barriers in the garden, like this fence down there. So I'm doing the best I can to try to keep the larger critters out so that I can get on top of it and make sure that I have plenty of good harvests. Although I still am seeing a few things on the trail cams, like I saw a skunk the other night that got up in here, and a raccoon. So they're still out here. There's still plenty of trials and tribulations for this summer, but I've got a better game plan for next winter, and I'm getting ready to plant some peppers. So happy summer, y'all.